And now we're on our way to Nizhny Novgorod. The name of the city has recently been changed to Gorky. But Novgorod or Gorky, it's really the Detroit of Russia. Because of the many workers employed in the industrial center here, there are spacious playgrounds to make the children happy. For centuries, Gorky has been known for its famous fairs. They were fairs with all the trimmings. The barkers were even more colorful when they told of their sideshow attractions in emphatic Russian. The merry-go-rounds were even more interesting when you listened to old Russian folk songs and you rode on imitations of Arabian steeds and saw glittering decorations everywhere. And there were lots of whatever the children wanted, swings, thrilling rides and roller coasters. And you can always get ice cream and soda pop, even pink lemonade. Yes, there is a happy side to the Russian people. They spend their time off just about as we do. Gorky is well called the Detroit of Russia, for they work as hard as they play. Huge deposits of coal and iron are put to good use. Iron and steel from here are shipped to the farthest-most parts of the vast domain to aid in the various industries. Huge and powerful locomotives are built to bring close together cities that are really hundreds of miles apart. Mills here supply 90% of all the paper used in Russia, and construction is going on at an ever-increasing speed. Gorky, situated as it is at the junction of the Oka and Volga rivers, has been an important trading center since the 11th century. The residents of Gorky, like all Russians, want always to learn more of this new mode of living. And so wherever you go, you are very apt to see a group of interested spectators listening to someone explaining Russia's new doctrines. Gorky interests every traveler, its parks and slopes and terraces, its picturesque streets, its people, its old customs and ancient architecture, all combined to make you wonder at the romance of this old city built 700 years ago. Now the children have been Russia's greatest problem ever since the many wars of the Revolution. But the new Russia has sincerely tackled the problem. Everything possible is done to care for the children's need in work time and in playtime. You have heard perhaps much about Russian divorce law. Now, getting a divorce, unless both parties agree, is not as simple as we are led to believe. If either party is ill or out of work, the other must pay alimony. If there are children such as these, Their guardianship and support must be provided for. In Russia, every 5th day is called a rest day. Their days are numbered, not named like ours. The Russian knows the number of the day of the month, but not without stopping to think carefully does he know the day of the week. And on rest days, only such important services as telephone and telegraph and railroads and streetcars continue operation. Everyone else plays. Here we see one of the cultural athletic centers, and there are thousands of children at play and many parents joining in the fun. Our first view of the romantic Volga River, made famous through song and story, is gained from a high plateau, the Kremlin Gardens. Here at the junction of the two important waterways, we see the immensity of the longest river in Europe. It follows a winding course for 2,300 miles through some of the most picturesque parts of the Union, emptying its waters at last into the Caspian Sea. We shall see on our way to Kazan, a 2-day trip by riverboat, a score of interesting peoples, quaint villages and great monasteries, creating an ever-changing skyline. The age-old Makariyev Monastery appears in the distance as a forest of gleaming minarets and gilded towers.